and kind of manic at the minute, but that's probably why I'm acting really weird, but whatevs. Oh, it is so much better than feeling like really fucking down and depressed, because like honestly the last 48 hours, like I have been like suicidal so many times, but it's never been like I've never wanted to die. But I am at the point where I've thought about the logistics of taking my own life, and I'm scared that I'm gonna do it, because I always thought that it would be an impulse. Like when I've taken overdoses, it's always been like an impulsively done it, like grabbed the pills and just shoved it down my throat, and then thought, shit, what have I done? But I do feel like an attention seeker, because I know that's what it sounds like, because I'm always like going off on rants on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, but it's, for me, it's an outlet. When I'm in that frame of mind, I don't know how to help. Like, I don't know how to ask for help. Like, I literally sometimes like go to message my mum or my cousin or my gran or my best friend, and my hands are on the keys or whatever, and I'm like, what the fuck do I say? Like, I love talking to other people with BPD, because they get it. Like, I talked to Emma, and she's like so much like me, like in how she thinks and feels and things like that. And I speak to Corey, and like she says all the time, no, I totally get that, I get that, and you know, like I completely relate with that. And I also speak to this wonderful lady called, she's on Twitter, called Nai's House, I think that's how you pronounce it, NAI apostrophe S House. She's wonderful, she really is. Her daughter had BPD, and at just 22 years old, she just couldn't take it anymore, and she took her own life. And I talked to her, and like, she's so supportive. Like, there's no like no bitterness in her, but also I am also like afraid to reach out to people with BPD, because I know that what they're going through is the same, particularly, you know, much the same as what I'm going through, which means I could trigger them, you know. Like, I don't want to message Emma or Corey or Nai's House and say, look, hey, I'm really not feeling well, like really not doing good, and when I know that like they're battling their own things. And I always try to be careful of what I say, in case I trigger them, because like that is the worst thing, that is the last thing that I'd want to do, you know. And I don't know how much of this is making sense. I'm really not attention seeking. if I'm talking about wanting to kill myself, it's because I don't. It's because I don't want to die, and I'm afraid that I'm going to just do it, you know, just impulsively. I don't trust myself not to. Especially at the minute, like I'm sitting here completely calm. My pup is in the living room playing with her toy, and you know, she's happy. She's my world. She's happy, she's healthy, and I can't think of like nothing about the thought of staying alive and waking up tomorrow alive and having to go through the whole day alive. Nothing about that is appealing. Because I'm in this endless cycle of digging myself out of this hole just to get at the top, and I'm like, woohoo, I'm free, and then something will happen, and then I'm like just kicked back into that hole again. And each time feels like it's the first time, and each time feels like it's never gonna end. And you know, the thoughts of this too shall pass help, but then you remember that this has passed over and over and over again, which is great because it does pass, but it comes back. And each time it's getting harder and harder to pull yourself out, and each time it just feels more and more like, what's the point? Like, I'm gonna come back here. Like, I'm going to be back here in like... So, my phone died, and I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, just that every time that I'm down again, it just takes a lot more effort to get myself back out. And I haven't fully gotten myself out in months. I've got a migraine and I keep getting them. Alrighty, I'm going to go to bed. There was so much more that I was going to say, but like, it's just... my mood's gone low again, so... Oh, there was one thing that I'm going to try and get an emergency appointment with my consultant psychiatrist, because I'm not happy with what the last psychiatrist said about, like, there's no help and things, they can't do anything. My consultant was basically like going to put me up to 300 of Seroquel quetiapine. I've heard it said, I don't know if it's true, but in larger doses, Seroquel is really effective. I'll try. I'll go up to the 300 and see how it goes. And if that doesn't work, then I'm coming off them, because right now I'm taking a pill to, like, that is doing nothing except making me sleep, making me sedated, and possibly damaging my heart at the same time. I'm also going to see if they can swap my antidepressants for Zoloft. I'm on Zoloft, but I want to come off them and see if I can go on something else. But I know pills aren't really the answer for people with BPD, but I really do want to find that magic pill that just stops everything from being bad. Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep. Take my bunch of pills and then go to bed. Honestly, BPD it's like there's hell in your head, like literally, like I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to heaven when I die, because like I'm living in hell as it is. Like hell is living inside me. Basically, that sounds dramatic, but honestly, that's just how it feels.